I spent a long time talking with people at last year's Gone Car Crazy show in Amherstburg, and one of the people I met was Randy. Not every car has to be a glistening masterpiece, and Randy will tell you that his car is a driver, not a show car. But like all cars, there's a story behind this one.
This car was my dad's. We took two cars and we made the one out of it. So this is going to be like a family heirloom. He had it, he gives it to me. I'm going to give it to my son, who will then probably give it to my grandson.
Randy's dad passed away a while back, and this car will be a continuing family legacy in his memory. The interior looks original and is in pretty good shape for its age. Remember, this is a driver, not a show car. Under the hood is a Windsor-built 352 engine. Randy says the car is a continual work in progress. That's something we all know about. There are not many of these 61 Sunliners around, at least not around here. It's got 14-inch tires on Krager rims. Here's another 61 Ford. This one a Starliner. Again, a somewhat rare car around here. It's owned by Russ, and here's his story.
Well, I've been looking for a few years. It's a 1961 Ford Starliner. They only built them for 2 years, 60 and 61. And what had my interest in it is my uncles had a race car, a 60 Starliner race car back in the day, a checker flag, and I loved the lines on it. So I looked long and hard, and I found this one down in Indianapolis back in June, and I just couldn't go without it.
These cars were well built, and a lot of these 61 Fords did end up on the track. That may be why there are so few of them around today.
292, two-barrel, 3-speed automatic with power steering, and it rides like a dream, and I'm just having a blast. I'm enjoying it.
Nice roofline on this car. Russ's 1961 Starliner. You'll recognize Rocky's 34 Ford. It was in good shape when he bought it, but he wanted to make it his own.
Well, it was pretty well finished, but I redone it, I repainted it, I added extras to it. Oh, I changed the wheels, I changed the steering wheel, I put a different motor on in it, and just things that I wanted. I wanted to make it look original, but I wanted to be able to run it a little bit.
It's running an 88 305 Mustang engine. He added the flames to dress it up a bit, and it runs great. Now here's Rick and his 1971 GTO.
When I bought it was a used car. I just wanted a nice GM General Motors convertible.
This car is in beautiful shape for being close to 50 years old, and it has the power to take him down the road and to car shows and cruise nights. This is Andy with his 31 DeSoto. It's running a 400 Chevy engine. Andy really enjoys driving this car and loves to show it off. It still retains its rumble seat, but the interior has been totally upgraded. Looks like a custom dash has been installed, and judging by the vents, it may have air. Only 1,309 of these business coupes were produced, with a selling price back in '31 in the U.S. $830. Most guys will agree it's better to buy your classic already done up. The price will definitely be higher, but it may be less expensive in the long run, and you'll avoid all the hassle of restoration and searching for parts. I met Gino from Leamington for the first time at the 2018 Autorama, where he was showing off his newly purchased 55 Chevy. He bought it just as you see it.
Why did I buy it? Because it brings back a lot of memories since I was a little kid. I used to spend a lot of time in cars like this, and I wish someday I would have owned it. And actually, this is about my 5th Chevy I've had, and I just have a love for them.
That 55 Chevy certainly was a beautiful car. I say was because Gino now has sold it. He's always got his eye out for what he calls the perfect 55 Chevy, and he thinks he may have found it. He bought this car in Sarnia around May of 2018. Let's have a look at it. It's running a 350 engine, turning out about 300 horse. Inside, it's clean with great-looking seats. And 4 on the floor for a little more zip. This really is a nice looking car. Well done, Chino. Well, the time is running short, but I'll try to cram in a couple more cars. A 1930 Model A. This is Roy's car. He's owned it since 1986, and it's powered by a 302 engine. And yes, he drives it everywhere.
All over. It's been to Florida 4 times with it, all over the place.
This car has been fully restored inside and out. It's a smooth cruiser for shows or holiday getaways. It seems Wayne can't get enough Studebakers. He sold his 53 and now owns a 55 which he restored.
Well, it's just an unusual car. It's way ahead of its time, and I just kind of like them. This is a V8, 3 on the tree with the overdrive, and it runs good, looks good.
This Studebaker, made in Hamilton, is powered by a 225 V8. Wayne's enjoyment is restoring, selling, and moving on to the next project. Here's Woody's 55 Chevy. This may be a 55, but most of it's new. Woody is another guy who likes to restore and sell. As mentioned, just about everything is new, including this GM 350 crate engine. Seems like every year Woody turns out a new car, especially rat rods.
But I just bought a 47 Ford pickup on Sunday, and I'm going to do another rat rod again. I like them old rat rods.
Thanks to all for sharing their stories, and thank you for viewing. I hope you enjoyed. Now don't forget to pass these videos around to family and friends. Have a safe winter, and we'll see you in the spring at the car shows and cruise nights.